Hello, Master Duel Central here. How is it going, guys? Today I'm here with my first match of the tournament. I'm playing white good stuff with a high prevalence of Machine Beast because it's the strongest archetype, and I'm against a mix of Cost 2 Rush and Luster. So I forgot to record the first 2 or 3 turns, but yeah, the position is pretty much equal. I have a Leo Mail and a Freezestall in my field with an Ice Shield set. He attacks with Sword Angel. I block with my Leo Mail. By doing this, I will return the Freezestall in his deck bottom, and with the destruction of the Sword Angel, he will obtain a core in his reserve, thanks to the effect of the Yellow Cathedral. So my turn again. I summon a Mecha Wing Duck and then Odin. Odin is a very good card in this matchup. Unfortunately, I have not any Nexus, but I still spin his spirit back into his hand, and I think I will pass turn. Maybe here I could have also attacked more since I had some defense with Ice Shield. But anyway, he summons the Freezestall, another Freezestall, and proceed to activate a new Cathedral. So every time I destroy one of his spirit, he will gain 2 cores. He attacks me with his Freezestall. I declare no flash, and he uses Exhaust Nexus, and he wipes completely my field apart from Odin. So this was a very big moment for him because I was down to lower card and lower course than him. I was in a very bad spot here. I top deck Mothership. I attack with Odin, spin back his spirit, and then pass turn. So now I just have Ice Shield and Odin to defend me because Odin will refresh thanks to the fact that I have White Nexus on my field. He summons back Freezestall and also Celestial, a very strong spirit which has Luster, and at level 3 with 6000 PB he has the fact that when he uses a magic card he will refresh, and he is also bigger than my Odin, so I kinda cannot afford to block that to not lose my last spirit. And also you can see that my hand is quite bricked with the 2 Damangard. Well, they are strong, but in this case I rather have something else. So I give up a life and I activate Ice Shield. Then it's my turn again. I draw an Elk, a very strong card in this case. I summon it. Also I gain 2 other cores during my core step thanks to the Nexus. And here I think that I cannot do a lot if not to pass my turn, because his Celestial is pretty big, and if he uses a magic card he will gain other PBs, and so it will be bigger than my spirits. He summons a Caladrius, he attacks with it and uses an Angelic Pressure to not allow me to block with my Odin, and I'm forced to block with Elk, and he will gain 2 cores and draw 1 or 2 cards, I think, thanks to the Nexuses and Freezestall. He continues to attack me. Now I can no more block with Elk. He uses Gleam of Hope to draw a card. He will also recycle the magic thanks to Luster, and I cannot block because my Odin is too small, and while I will respond with life. He unexhausts his spirit thanks to its effect, and he passes turn. I draw another very heavy card, but it's very strong, so Enterprise. I gain 2 other cores thanks to my Nexus, so I'm able to put down my Enterprise at level 3. So now I have, I can say, 3 towers on my field, and the situation is kinda coming back to my side. For him it will be very hard to out all my defense, despite I've not have anything set as a burst or any white defense magic in my hand. He still put down Caladrius, and he has to try to attack me if he doesn't want to lose a life in the trash to the effect of my Elk that is at level 2. So he attacked with a Caladrius, he used a Gleam of Hope. I think he is trying to draw some out for my spirits. I block with an Odin and spin back another card. He will gain 2 cores thanks to the Nexuses and draw 1 card because one of his Cathedral is at level 2. He attacks with the other Caladrius, use another Gleam of Hope to try to cycle through his deck as fast as possible. I block with Enterprise, destroy his spirit, and he cannot recycle his magic. Obviously Enterprise refresh thanks to its effect. Back to my turn, he loses a life to the trash. I draw a Leomel, but I summon an Aumangard at level 2, so all my spirits can refresh during my end step. And he surrenders because he has no out to my card. We proceed to game 2. So, game 2, I have a little bricky end. I bet and I do not do mulligan. I lose the bet. So in end I have only heavy spirits that are not bad, but I rather have some starters in my hand in the first turns. He start with the yellow Nexus. I start with setting Ice Shield and passing turn because I cannot summon anything with only 5 cores. He start with Freezestall, then he put down Sword Angel, but I think he will change his mind and put down a Caladrius instead. That will gain 2000 and thanks to the Nexus Flying Arc. He attacks with Bot Spirit and I have to answer with my life. I put down Odin, I attack and spin back his Freezestall. He answers with the life and I have to pass turn. So it's a very bad position for me. I'm in a high disadvantage, but I maybe can come back if I survive long enough because I have a lot of strong spirits in hand. He puts down Flavum and attacks with it. He uses a Gleam of Hope to draw a card. He will also recycle it thanks to the effect Luster of Flavum. I respond with my life and he passes turn. I put down my Buffalo Bill, another very heavy card but very strong because when it blocks he will spin back cost 5 or less to the hand, and I pass turn. He put down a Sword Angel and attacks me with Flavum. The effect of Flavum, other than Luster, is that when he uses a magic card he can exhaust one of my spirit, so I cannot block with Buffalo Bill. It will take me a life. I use Ice Shield and also the effect of Ice Shield to end the attack step. So my turn again, I summon a Leomale and then I use it immediately as an Ascend material for Turborex. Turborex will be my savior here because thanks to his effect I can force him to attack with a specific spirit that I will choose during his attack step. So now I simply attack him with Turborex. Then my goal for next turn is to not make him attack, not attack first with Flavum, that is his most dangerous spirit at the moment. So he resummons Flavum that I spun back into his hand during the next turn with attack of Turborex. And here happened a mistake that will cost him the whole match. So he entered the attack step. I force him to attack with Sword Angel so that I can block with Buffalo Bill and spin back to his hand Flavum. So he tries anyway to use a magic card because his turn will end after this attack. Here, in my opinion, he should have depleted his Sword Angel and maybe kept on the field just some other cards that maybe with Luster and with them he could have hoped to recycle some magic card, but there was not much to do in this situation for him. Here I put down an Nexus just for reduction. I put down an Aumangard and then I proceed to attack with every one of my spirits. He tries to use a magic to draw in something that can defend him, so like an Ice Shield, but he doesn't do it. so he gives me the game and the match. So they were some very close game. I was very scared, especially at the start of the second game, because my hand was very bricked. But yeah, that's the power of the white. He muscled through almost every situation. In my opinion, it's one of the best colors, if not the best color, with Machine Beast, the main archetype. And he's very resilient also versus also against some spam decks like the cost 2. This was not a pure cost 2, but it was quite spammy, I would say. Um, I will try it also with against the Pterosaur, maybe in some testing, to see how he behave, how this deck behave. And yeah, for today that's it. I'm still working on this list. I don't know. I don't think it's the best list we can do as a white good stuff. As you can see, I had a lot of bricked hand. I still survived, but also thanks to the errors of my opponent. So it's not the best to count on that. And yeah, that's it. Tell us what do you think. Soon we will have more decklist and more gameplay. Make sure to subscribe if you like the content, put a like, comment, and I will see you soon. Ciao!